Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one I'm actually going to go over all 6 of the new stipulation promoters in the order I kind of rank them. We're going to start off with Batista. He's my favorite. He's the one I'm going to be going for first. Um, on the right side of my screen, I kind of put my favorite build set for him when I was testing him. You can see the 2 green arrow ups. That is to signify I would build him with double takedown. I'd build him with double takedown and use one of these 2 plates on him, probably either head games or cheap shot, to make that finisher even harder. Batista is the promoter for acrobats in the stipulation tours, and he's got a really big finisher, which I love. You could sub out Asuka for Gooker if you had Gooker, Hall of Fame Andre for yellow move damage, etc. But Batista is a must-have for me. He's the one I'm going for first, and he's quite good. Second is really close for me between Becky and HBK. I'm going to go with Becky, as she is a striker and has some massive power gems. She's got a bunch of different build options. I think I like this build the best. She is the stipulation trainer for showboats. So you can see the build I ran with there. Again, no rare trainers. You could substitute in rare trainers if you want. Becky, I think I would run double armor on her straps, and either the Sid plate or possibly Suck It, being a striker. The Suck It plate, the DX plate there, can really get a lot of damage out quickly. It would also potentially break your power gem, so something to know there. But those are kind of the 2 plates I like on her. You could also, if you want to help recycle the green, you could do something like the Aftershock plate, which is, I believe, break green, get red, and stuff like that. So there's some other plates, but I kind of like those 2 for her and this build set. A lot of power gems going out. She's going to be really tough, really strong in the female game. Next is going to be HBK for me. I don't have him anymore, so I have my low level moves there. I actually prefer his 5-star set with the sub instead of the sweet chin music, but I do like this set a lot as well. And that's one of the things I like about HBK, is just how versatile he is. And he's the promoter for the strikers for the stipulation tours. A lot of different builds, really strong leech gems for HBK. And given the leech gems and stuff, I probably would run him Fury, because you're making a lot of gems and stuff, along with potentially the DX plate. For when you're laying down the 3x2 area, when you're changing, if you're using the black move set, when you're changing those, he could potentially create a lot of havoc, do a lot of damage, do a lot of healing. Really strong card, very good healer. He should probably be useful on almost everyone's roster. So he fits in the 3rd slot probably for me. The next one is really hard for me to judge in Trish, because of the type of build it is. She's going to really improve a lot with a strap, and it's hard to say just how much. She could end up moving up higher on this list, actually fully strapped, to be honest. She could end up being very, very good. For sure, double Fury with her. And I would run the Honky Tonk Blues plate. That's when you break 3 green, you get 3 blue at the end of your turn to help with the recycle. Also, potentially the Suck It, because you're throwing so many gems down, you could cause some big chaos. But definitely double Fury to buff that finisher. Again, she's one maybe that could end up going higher. It's just hard to tell until someone gets her fully strapped. Double Fury on her with extra green gem damage and unlocked. She could be pretty nasty. Kind of similar to Gargano with a higher charge move. Like Drew. Drew has a move like that. And the Powerhouse Drew, that is. And the finisher could get potentially really, really big on her. Again, it's kind of hard to predict. So she could potentially end up even higher than Becky for me. But right now I'm gonna say less than HBK, but a lot of potential to maybe be higher. Um, the last two of this, and she is the stipulation trainer or promoter for tricksters. So the last two of these are not as good, although there is some caveats there. Macho hits really hard. He's just a little bit slow for my liking, um, but he hits very hard and he's very good. Just a little bit too slow. As a hot tag, I could see a lot of potential with him as a hot tag coming in behind someone like Kofi that fills greens. You could easily run triple green in that situation. You see here I have two MP trainers. You can replace Beth with Razar and be a turn slower. I like head games for him on the plate. Obviously, more botch gems makes a lot of sense with that finisher. Potentially shock the system to help load things. Could be quite good for you as well. Him, I would probably run move damage if you're running the finisher. You could also do armor. It would probably be the two, either move damage and takedown or armor. Takedown would help buff that finisher quite a bit because it's a fairly big at 90k. So Macho he's definitely good. He's not bad by any means. I just don't love how high charged the moves are, personally. But again, he's pretty good, just slower than I like. And he is the promoter for Powerhouse. And that brings me to the one I would rank the lowest. And again, I'm not ranking Austin in these because he's the showdown. He's a showdown one. I will rank him with the showdown guys when I do that. Finally, for me is Orton. Kind of disappointing as a powerhouse. I was expecting a lot more. He's really hit or miss with all of the destroy build sets. He has a really nice submission, leaves blast gems on the board, and he can do some things. Again, it's just really hard to tell without him strapped, especially with the destroy moves. He could potentially be better than I think, but he's really random for me with the destroys. So this is kind of the build set I preferred, much less random. It's relying on the sub, but it's a kind of a turn slow at 8 MP. I would definitely probably go with Blue Bomber, or again the 2 words for you plate, and add into that chaos of him leaving blast gems everywhere. You could potentially get some pretty big board explosions with those plates, and definitely double Fury for Orton with this kind of moveset. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with Orton. He is the stipulation promoter. Okay, here we go. For technicians. So that's kind of how I rank them and my reasoning why. Batista is just so fast with that huge finisher at 6 MP. Crazy good. My whole focus is on him. You saw I had some shards for the other ones. I was kind of just buying all the shards initially, and I was like, I'm not going to have enough coins to get all of them for a very long time. I just need to focus, and now I'm only buying Batista from the Showdown shop until I get him. So he's my focus. I think he's the best. I think Becky is very strong. HBK is also very strong. I just think Batista is head and shoulders above the rest of them. So I hope you guys find this video helpful and find it useful. Just kind of me ranking them. I've been asked that question a lot. Also, let me know what you think about the graphics on the side. Thinking about going this route from now on when I'm talking about cards, maybe even the previews too. It does take me a little bit of time to set these graphics up, but it gives me some talking points, and maybe will help you guys out with the visual of what plates I think might be useful, and straps and stuff. So I'm very interested to hear what you guys think in the comments on that. Also interested to hear what you guys think about the Icons of WrestleMania promoters so far, in particular the stipulation ones that we've seen so far. So let me know what you think about them, where you're going to rank them, and if you found this video helpful. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, and good luck out there, guys. Thanks for watching.